going on, Jerome's? So your Minnesota Vikings dropped a blast from the past on Monday announcing that they re-signed former team captain, former four-time Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr, bringing on back that love and feeling. This was precipitated because Jordan Hicks fortunately had to have surgery on that shin bruise contusion that he had, and now Anthony Barr is back in purple. And yes, had some fantastic memories with Barr, him and Kendricks forming one of the best off-ball linebacking duos in the league, as well as remembering back when Aaron Rodgers walked into a bar, all that stuff. But the whole nostalgia and glow of the glory days, toss that aside. So Anthony Barr, let's be realistic here, is 31. He's not 26. Last time he made a Pro Bowl was 2018. So if you're expecting like Pro Bowl caliber Anthony Barr, like, you're going to be sorely mistaken. But again, focus on what a player can do now, not what they used to do, or not focusing on what they can't do. And first off, like, this is not a charity pickup, because Kwesi did not draft him or extend him. In fact, Kwesi let him walk as one of his first major decisions as GM of the Vikings in 2022. Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores have zero ties to him, so it's not like Zimmer and Spielman bring him back for one last ride. So this is 100% on merit, like 100%. This is not nostalgia. This is not what have you done for us in the past. This is 100% what can you do for us right now, and that should make Vikings fans pretty excited. And Anthony Barr last year had a whatever season with the Cowboys, and stat-wise, I always thought he should have more sacks, but decided to use him as a strong side linebacker instead of a pass rusher. But that's water under the bridge. That's an argument for another day. But focusing on what he can do here, 5 things that Anthony Barr can bring for the Vikings in 2023. Number 1, obviously veteran leadership, and the Vikings respect. Jordan Hicks has done a phenomenal job this season, both on the field as well as leadership. And Ivan Pace Jr., Brian Asamoah, Troy Dye, all young guys, especially Pace Jr. and Asamoah. And I think that they could certainly learn a thing or two from Anthony Barr. I mean, Barr has been a pros pro for a number of years. He played linebacker at a very high level here with the Vikes, as well as Pace Jr. now taking over green dot duties. Even though he performed well in that capacity in training camp and preseason, I'm sure that Anthony Barr's got some tips and tricks for him to expand upon what Jordan Hicks has already done for Pace Jr. In terms of mentorship and leadership. And Barr, I don't see him one-for-one replacing Jordan Hicks. I don't think that he's going to be an every-down player, but he does have a role to fulfill on this team. Number 2, chemistry with other vets. So, of course, him and Daniil go way back like chiropractic. They traveled together in the offseason. Harrison Smith and Anthony Barr have a very close relationship. In fact, I believe something to the effect of remember when Barr, like for a hot second, was signing with the Jets, and Harrison Smith was quite emotional during that time. So he's going to be able to gel in this locker room very quickly with some of the other longtime veteran leaders in Daniil and Harrison Smith. Number 3, off-ball linebacker depth. So, like I said, I don't see Barr as an every down player coming in, and Hicks was playing like a madman, and hopefully he'll return sooner rather than later. And Pace Jr. is going to be that guy. I think that he's going to be a stud. And frankly, with a lot of Flores' sub packages, I mean, generally there's 1, sometimes 2 linebackers on the field. So off ball, I mean, there isn't a ton of snaps to go around, especially since Metellus and Harrison are playing de facto linebacker as well. And Asamoah could be filling in there. Troy Dye was that second linebacker, played well against the Saints on Sunday. So, I mean, there is going to be some work there, but I don't think that there is going to be a ton. But having guys like Barr and Vigil, also another veteran who goes way back, for 1 year, makes a lot of sense there. Next up, number 4, interior pass rush. So, this is what Barr can bring. And again, if Anthony Barr is on the field, what's up, Sylvie? He should only play between the tackles. Like he doesn't have the range that he used to. Like he doesn't have the coverage ability that he used to. So basically, he needs to be like a 2-down thumping off-ball linebacker, but also a guy that can rush the passer. He has 18.5 career sacks. Most of it is in the A gap and that double A mug look, and that's something that he can still bring. And something that Brian Flores loves to do, whether they're bluff toughened, whether they're whatever, bringing that extra heat in the interior, which is very tough for the quarterback. And you see that with Pace. You saw that with Hicks. You see that with Metellus. Like, he loves bringing extra bodies up the middle, and Anthony Barr can still do that. And number 5, basically, is an extra assistant coach. All right, so Mike Zimmer, for years, always called Anthony Barr basically like an extra coach on the team. And Mike Saravo, respect, a Vikings inside linebackers coach. I mean, obviously he knows this stuff, but only has 4 years of NFL experience. I think that Anthony Barr could still bring some knowledge and some wisdom and some leadership to that linebacking room. So, I mean, it does make sense. Like we said, this is not a charity case. Again, Kwesi, O'Connell, Flores have zero ties to Anthony Barr. They owe him nothing. And frankly, even if they did, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. But they obviously see him playing a role on this team. And I think that he could bring a little something, especially as a pass rusher. I think that Barr still can get after the quarterback, a fistful of plays a game. He's not going to be a guy that you play every down, but I think that what he brings to the practice field, to the meeting rooms, as well as a couple snaps a game, I think it's a huge get for a guy who's currently on the practice squad and going to be making league minimum. It's a good move by Kwesi in this spot. But your thoughts are thoughts. 5 things that Anthony Barr brings to the Vikings in 2023. Again, 31-year-old Anthony Barr, not 26-year-old Anthony Barr. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.